Hello, my friends. So, this week, I have been noticing kindness. I've been noticing kindness of like a community nature, right? So, one of the things that comes to mind is my significant other's brother decided in the spring that he was going to plant tomatoes along the edge of his property, like on the road. And his plan was to make those tomatoes just free to the community. And so he's followed through on that. He has, I don't know, I would say probably 25 tomato plants. And he's got like just big, gorgeous tomatoes. And he built a wooden stand, like a farm stand that you would think. And just literally it says tomatoes and it says free. And he was sharing with me the other day, like just the kind of joy of watching people come by and take tomatoes or question him, like, these are really free. And he says, sure, right? They're just free. And that just has me noticing other people's kindness, like of a similar nature, right? So what would normally be like a yard sale and people putting out things in their yard to sell, I'm seeing people put out just like free, putting stuff kind of out for their community. And it has me thinking about kindness. And more specifically, thinking about kindness as a character strength. And initially, I guess, right, there's some hesitation for me, like kindness and strength being kind of the same word, right? That they are the same things. And if you're not familiar with character strengths, um, the work of some positive psychologists back probably now, in the 90s, they began studying kind of those things that make us brilliant and wonderful, right? Things that make us amazing, as opposed to kind of the psychology of deficits. And so in that study, they studied cultures and a host of things. And they, like, going back like 2,500 years and, cultures all across the globe, and basically were able to whittle down this common set of what they called virtues, right? These things that we all tended to value. And one of those, right, things like wisdom and courage, and one of those values is humanity. So it's those aspects that we value that kind of manifest themselves in relationships. And so in the humanity virtue, there are basically three things that they identify as being kind of individual character strengths of character that all of us have, by the way. And those three under the humanity virtue are kindness, social intelligence, right? So kind of how much we are aware of other people and the interactions with other people, and love. And so it got me thinking about kindness as a strength. And what does that mean? What does it mean that kindness is a strength? And basically, it's two things, right? It's the recognition, it's the empathy, it's the recognition that I see value in another human being, that I recognize that person as valuable. And simultaneously, I recognize value in myself, that I have something to give of value that this other person will appreciate, right? That I bring to the world the strength of kindness. I can see that there might be need, and I recognize that you are a valuable being, and therefore I want to share with you a kindness. Brilliant, right? Just brilliant. Just taking those simple acts of giving of one's self demonstrates that I believe that I have something of value to give, and I believe that you are worthy through your just inherent humanity, your inherent value. You're worthy of getting what I have to give. I mean, it's just absolutely brilliant. And so that kind of awareness, both of like what's going on and how kind of just giving people are, but also the recognition that it's a strength. It's a positive, valuable strength that every single one of us possesses, right? We have the ability to be kind. So that's sort of my thought for the week, right? That maybe this week, focus on recognizing the strength of kindness. So, not only recognizing when people are kind to each other, which absolutely positively will brighten your day, just watching somebody hold the door for somebody else, right? Just the small acts of kindness. They don't need to be these ginormous altruistic endeavors, but just small acts of kindness. But in doing so, when you see those kindnesses, see those strengths as well. See the strength of the person doing the kindness in saying, I have a value and you have value. And just that simple acknowledgement and exchange, I mean, it harkens back to namaste, right? That the divinity within me recognizes the divinity within you. So be kind when you can, when you're able, and also recognize the kindness around you as a strength this week. Please be safe. Please be smart. And I'll see you again soon.